Hello, welcome to Successful Trading, where you will learn to trade options as a beginner. Bonjour, bienvenue sur Successful Trading. Hello, welcome to Successful Trading, where you will learn to trade options as a beginner. Bonjour, bienvenue sur Successful Trading. Hello, welcome to Successful Trading, where you will learn to trade options as a beginner. Bonjour, bienvenue sur Successful Trading.
Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. It's currently 5:45 a.m. Pacific time in Southern California, 8:45 in Toronto and in New York City. You are catching a live broadcast of pre-market analysis on August 17, 2020. We have in the chat room already 7 concurrent viewers. We can see Miss Michelle. Good afternoon. All the way to Brussels. Good morning, Mr. B. I'm sure we have others in terms of participants. What are they showing me as of those? So, Mr. B, could you please confirm, sir, that the sound of my voice it's able to reach all the way to Florida? Good morning, Mr. Charles. Glad to have you. All right. Yes, we had a very successful trainings. We had. Good morning, Miss Dora. How are you? How are you? glad to have you on board. So yes, we have a handful of new members who signed up over the weekend. So uh, I was busy. I was quite busy both Saturday and Sunday. So Mr. Charles is one such trader who will be joining us here at Successful Trading. Thank you, Mr. B. So you should be seeing a screen, a text screen. So that's not an error. That will be our first topic of this morning. Because again, if you're a newcomer here at Successful Trading pre-market analysis, we like to bring thought-provoking ideas, not just here. I mean, even during the coaching session, I had a great coaching session yesterday with that trader he signed. Mr. Sakura, I believe, and we were just exchanging. I kid you not. It was at the end of the session, actually, I told him maybe I should be the one paying him. because something that his appointment was in the afternoon, right? It was just his initial appointment. He hasn't signed yet. So he wanted to find out more about successful trading. But for me, at the time, I was involved with an exchange with some of our traders because our Discord room is quite live even during the weekends, which, again, hey guys, I appreciate that. Hey, good morning, Mr. Beto, one of my closest neighbor here in Southern California. So the very topic that I was exchanging, that came into my mind, and I put a teaser in there in the Hangout room. This trader, Mr. Sarkar, he actually brought that question into our conversation. I was like, oh my God, how do you know? So it was well, at least the two of us, if the rest of you cannot relate to that. If you can relate. This one actually, this what we saw on here is something that came into my mind. I always have this idea into my mind to share certain thing with you, but it came into my mind in my afternoon session yesterday again with Mr. Lewis. Not the Lewis from YouTube, the Mr. Louis Lewis, who is with us, who has been trading with us from nearby states on here. Yeah, for safety reason, I will stop actually mentioning where people are from because I don't know. For me, it's okay, but I don't know. Sometimes I feel I have a second thought about it. It's all right. Thank you very much. I don't know how that happened, but just by the time actually we launched the broadcast, we already had 3 likes. So if successful trading is getting like for not even before the show starts, that's just so were people just happy that maybe I I scheduled the broadcast before instead of fumbling as I usually do in the morning? Is that what's going on? It's good. It's good to have people back here on Monday. It's a brand new week, so this is the expiration weeks, right? So um, for some of you new to trading, the way that options work, right? They have weekly expiration for most of them. You know by now, or we can remind you that ETFs such as SPY, QQQ, uh, DIA, and IWM, those are the major ones. Yeah, there are other ETFs out there which I wouldn't advise you actually trading because some of them are very illiquid. So out of those ETF, only SPY has expiration on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That's very recent. That they started in 2018. Believe me or not, back when what started, no, they didn't have that. So SPY was expiring every day. Which I've wrote an article on the blog successfultrading.com. If you have not visited it, there is actually tips on that, free tips. Believe it, yeah. Telex provide free trading tips that you can actually implement, actual strategies. So strategies, one of them or a few of them revolve around SPY in the fact that, hey, how can one take advantage if there's volatility in the market, which is not always the case recently, folks, yeah? So those who traded here with us, let's say from Wednesday last week to Friday, it was a sideways feast or a theta destruction, that type of project, right? Which is very frustrating for us because if the market is not moving, option traders are not making money. Yeah. So we keep that in mind. So where was I going with that? I lost my train of thought, folks. But in any case, back to this wish that you are showing or you are seeing on here. Maybe yeah, let's start with that, and then the second point that we're going to share in terms of an agenda. I need to announce an agenda for this pre-market analysis for August the 17th. So we're going to be talking about some. We want to implant some idea into your mind. We hear people, and some of you when you gauge maybe a trading system, your first reaction may be, hey, what is the win-loss of that trading system? I'm going to actually show you that that's KPI. Uh, KPI stands for Key Performance Indicator. So meaning that indicator in terms of win-loss could be very deceiving. And I'm going to actually apply it to our very own system that we are trading, right? This AI, because trust me, if you have this in your mind, that somehow is going to maybe influence your decision and your ability actually to keep calm and collected throughout your trading week such that you can maximize your profits or make better decisions. So that's what's it's on the screen right now. We're going to talk about that. And then the second point we're going to talk, I'm going to share with you what's happened after week 12, right? We have been doing this summary of the successful trading, the subscription trade alerts week after week. So we will be sharing that as well. Yes, there is no link in the general section showing that we have a pre-market. I knew I forgot something. Thank you, Mr. Sat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Which means that's why we only have 15 people. So these 15 people, they were bright enough to figure that there is a pre-market show. So the rest of the people, they are frantically waiting for a link to be shared with them after, let's say, 12 weeks. That's great. That's good to know. At the same time, that's good to know. So let's do it here. We're going to say it is Monday, August the 12th, August the 17th, 2020. Pre-market analysis is live on YouTube. So let me ask you, Mr. Sat. Mr. Sat, are you receiving a notification from YouTube as a subscriber of the Successful Trading YouTube channel? It's live on YouTube now. So we say now, and we put a link there because that will be helpful. And also, yeah, we can also say that it's, let's edit the message, because sometimes in order for this message to get to everyone, we want that to be clear. All right. Okay, so we have the link now in the general section, Mr. Sats. So the rest of the people who will be are joining now, where it's currently 5:55 a.m. Pacific time in California, which means that it is 8:55 in Singapore, where we have followers, traders. It is 3:55 p.m. on Monday in Riyadh, 7:55 p.m. in Ho Chi Minh, and people catching us from Buenos Aires, where it's currently 9:54 a.m. on Monday. Across the pond in London is 1:54 p.m. and in Sydney, Australia is 10:55 p.m. After that, good morning, Mr. Greg. Glad to have you. Mr. Sat said to my question, is he receiving a notification from YouTube because the meeting was scheduled last night? So that notification for subscribers of our YouTube channel, they are to have it. YouTube, trust me, they, especially for somebody who generate content for them like that, they make sure that they send those notifications automatically. No, but I go to my subscription and it shows. Oh, okay. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. So oh yeah, I need to open a PowerPoint deck, because that's going to be our second point, right? So the first point we are going to talk about, the so-called win-loss percentage, and how actually you should be reading them, or how you should be approaching them out of this system or any other system. Then we're going to transition in this pre-market analysis. Just quick sharing with you the weekly performance that we obtained last week. Some of you actually were not with us because they took a break or somehow. Not that we want to show them what they missed. No, au contraire, we want to reinforce the idea that there are trades to be made week in and week out of the system. And then thirdly, once we quickly go over those two first agenda items, we will take a look at the pre-market analysis, and I can even give you a teaser as of now. If you want to be distracted because you don't care about the first two topics, I want to direct your attention to that. We have an alert, something part of alert, which we knew since last week, because on that alert, I didn't give you guys any strikes. Yeah, I usually give strike, but I purposely said that we will wait today. But today, well, we are today, Monday, that is. So today means Monday, and there is a gap. So right now, each and every one of you here at Successful Trading, unless you are relatively new, which is okay, because I don't think that people who joined, let's say, yesterday, but some of them knew because they caught a video that we made, was it Friday, based on our trade, on the gangster trade on Friday. That video almost has 100 views, folks. I don't know. And it even had some dislike. So you see, some people are not happy that we are making money. Because on that video, I actually share my actual trade, folks. Believe it or not, miracle. Yeah, Telex is sharing the inside of his power trade on the tiny account that he has been using, because Telex is not sharing his big account. No, there's no way Telex is sharing that much. Trust me, you can take me to court with that. And trust me, there are people, there are subscriber folks who will take me to court based on recent interaction with them. So in any case, yes, the teaser is that, yes, that specific alert, you should know by now if you have done your homework. There are only, so yes, folks, very early this morning, only 24 traders out of a room with almost 40 something that have seen the video that was generated about the trade. I keep telling you guys this. There's nothing I can do about it, yeah? But your performance going to be determined by our ability to absorb the information. And I'm not going to be telling people, I share information, unlike what some people may think, but I'm not going to make you actually spend the time making something out of that information. So if I make a video, a 30 minutes video on a Saturday morning, and you decide not to spend the 30 minutes going over that video, there's only so much I can do. Yeah. So that said, then yes, we have a gap, a stock that gap as a part of our subscription alerts. As of now, you should be determining your strategy. You have a good 30 minutes to determine that how you are going to get involved in that trade because it's gapping already. Gap means that it's moving. Yeah. So what is it going to do for 5 days? It's going to continue moving. And you know, whichever direction that it moves, how to make the best out of it. We teach that here. If you are new, we will teach you that here. If you have been with us and that concept is not yet, you have not grasped it yet, that's okay. Schedule your one-on-one meeting. Oh, by the way, if you're a subscriber, you have one free one-on-one coaching session, and we will make sure to give you all the resources that we know and which that are available to us so that you can become a successful trader. That's why the aim of this channel, this whole thing is all about. All right. Oh, wow. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's a lot of talking. Okay, let's take a look here in the control sets before I take any further action. All right. Hey, good morning, Mr. Wayne. Who else joined? We said hello to Mr. Sats. All right. We have 19. Okay, folks, I think we can start. We have a quorum. It is, it is exactly almost 1 minute to 9 Eastern. So we have a mad dash about 15, 20 minutes on here. So the screen that you are looking at, it's a scenario that's I went over with one of you, I think it was Mr. Luis. Let's give him credit for that. Not that I use that example to illustrate a point. So let's say you have 5 trades. Yeah, these 5 trades are obviously trade out of the successful trading alerts. They are not, you are a disciplined trader. You do not spend time wasting your energy looking for other trades when you have a system that has been able to generate how many? We will see it shortly. 29 10 baggers in 12 weeks. So yeah, if you have such a system, why are you spending time wasting your time trading something else? Are you trading Mr. Jeff Jeff Bishop? Bishop system? That's crazy talk, isn't it? Or Jason Bond system? That's crazy talk, man. At least for me, if I have a system that had 29 10 baggers in 12 weeks, oh my goodness. I want every week, every day to be a trading day. Yeah. So imagine yourself, you are trading such system. You take 5 trades. Yeah. These 5 trades actually could be your 5 trades during the week because the perennial question to the newcomers or to those already with us. Hey, Telex, you have a list of 19 alerts. Yeah. I do not know. By the way, I do not know which one's going to be 10 bagger. So trust me, I still have question. Hey, if you give me one 10 bagger, come on, folks, I don't know myself. I trade the same system, so I just trade whatever the market is. I don't know which one's going to be a 10 bagger beforehand. Otherwise, do you think, if I knew which one's going to be a 10 bagger, do you think we're going to be having this conversation? I will be sitting on along the coast of the Atlantic Ocean a long time ago. Hey, good morning, Mr. AG. Welcome. Glad to have you. So, out of your 5 trades, let's assume, folks, because this is possible, right? You can have 3 losers. And I'm here, for me, my assumption is that you're going to put $50 in each one of your trades. Yeah? Just work with me here, folks. I know for some of you, you're going to be like, you're kidding me? Yeah, I'm not kidding you. $50. Yeah, this is just for simulation purposes. So $50 times 3. And then let's assume that you lost 60% because you control how much you can lose. In option, right? You can even lose the maximum money you can lose in an option when you buy it for $50. I don't know. If let's say it's one contract that you bought at 50 cents per contract, that's $50. That's the maximum you can lose. We only buy and close option. Yeah, I was talking with somebody this weekend. I like that better because when you say buy and sell, it's confusing because you can't sell to open, which that we don't do at this stage. Yeah. Because we're still in beginners and we have a lot of people who, this is the introduction to options. So we buy options and we close them. Yeah. Closing is a sell to close. When we buy to open. Yeah. But there is actually the other side of it. The people we are buying from at the beginning, they're called market makers. So for them, they generate another, which is like, they're selling to open. So for us, we don't do that now. So the maximum, hence the maximum we can lose is whichever we put at risk. But we don't have to lose all of it, right? So for us here, we say out of 5 trades, you have 3 losers. You are making you invested $50 in each one of the trade, and you decide that, hey, you are going to lose. Actually, is this true on here? If you are losing 60% in each one of them, so 60%, that means you are losing $30 per trade, right? So at the end of it, after losing $30 per trade, you are left with $20 per each one of the trades. So 20 times 3, you have $60 left at the end of those 3 trades. One of the trade, you broke even. You break even because, hey, and that's happened, yeah? And then one of them, because you're trading this system, well, let's say you make 800% off of that trade. Now you can't tell me that Telex, is this realistic? Well, let's go through the statistic, right? Or I can take you inside of the Discord room just for the month of August. I pin some of the winners, right? Yes, traders. I can tell the world. For us, if you come into a Discord room, even if you are not a subscriber, we have pinned some of the recent win on there. Just the October wins, I mean, maybe they don't average 800%, but they come pretty close. Those are actual wins by traders inside here. So let's assume that you have one of these. Just as I'm assuming here, this hypothesis that, hey, you have 3 losers. What's the probability of that? Yeah. So, but let's go with this scenario. So this one winner of $50, 800%, you end up with $450. Yeah. So this is what you end up at the very end. So 560. So you invested 250. But my friend, look at your win-loss. That's my whole point about this whatever that I'm doing here. You only have 1 winner out of 5 trades. So your win-loss is 20%. But my friend, if you do this, you actually made money. Your profit for these 5 trades overall, it's about 84%. I can run it up to, but I can run the numbers here such that 100%. So you're making 100% out of a win-loss rate of 20%. So the next time somebody starts talking to you about win-loss rate, show them this example. Or yourself, keep in mind this example that, hey, if I'm trading this system, I can have a win-loss rate of 20% and still make 100% overall on my investment. I don't know how that resonates with some of you, but for me, I thought it was worth sharing this morning because for me, when I see this, it helped me put things in perspective about the potential of the system that I'm trading. Any questions, any concern on this? I'm going to allow it 1 minute or so to simmer in. I can take questions offline, obviously, well, except if somebody decides to tell me that, hey, you need to take this question in front of everybody. Yeah. All right. I know that there's a delay, right? There's a delay. So if not, if there's no question, which that I'm going to do, I'm going to change my screen, Mr. B, and I'm going to go inside of. I'm not sure if they're gonna get me that. Well, maybe they're not. Yeah, I'm not able to share my my PowerPoint presentation. So that's a shame. Where else can I get that? Where else can I get that? I don't think I can get that anywhere. Oh yeah. Well, I can get the PowerPoint. Here it is. Here it is. I can get the PowerPoint. So let me switch screen here. Thank you for the likes, folks. Really, I appreciate that. All right, so here's week 12. You should be able to see a PowerPoint deck. I've just been updated it since week 9 to show famous win-loss rates, but more than that, to show how we are tracking each week. So last week, the week of August 10 through August the 14th, the average move per trade was 7.9%. We're going to show you all of them to show you how we calculate that. And the so-called win-loss rate, for us, we consider a winner if the underlying move by at least 4%. Remember, that's the thing. But to me, these numbers are still tracking. Well, at 14, yeah, it went a little bit up. Last week, I think we had 19. This week, we had 19 alerts as well, which really calls for discipline, folks, yeah? So we have a methodology by which we take the trade, meaning if the option is not moving, we don't trade it. We don't jump in. And we have a set of conditions, bullish or bearish, to identify trends. Does that mean that they work every single time? Yes, it's possible that you can take a trade which has perfect confirmation that is bullish, and then it starts a sideways action. Yeah, I think as traders we can understand that it's not a perfect scenario that every single one of those setups going to automatically make gain, but it's a high percentage we should take the trade at that time. If the trade doesn't work out, you have a way of managing it. Either you stay in the trade and then buy the opposite side of it in case you decide to go out, or you're patient. That's where you have to afford, you have to be able to afford some loss on there. So meaning, okay, you get into a contract. First of all, you get into scale entry, right? Meaning that your first entry on there really is like it's like a filler. Meaning, okay, is this thing going to go? When it's continue giving you confirmation, then you can scale further in. I think that's a good technique into avoiding some of those false positive. Yeah, at least that has been my experience. So I encourage you to use that as well. So in this case, this past week, we had four more. I'm going to show them to you on here. So that gives us a total of 29 in total in 12 weeks, 2.4. But really, if folks, not that I don't care about the 10 bagger, I appreciate them, but that's not the end goal. Meaning that from a trader perspective, if a position, one of our lot does a 10 bagger or more, because actually FedEx, for instance, did a 19 bagger. Yes, went from $1 to $19. That was on Friday. So if you hung out that much, the underlying only move the underlying move 14%. Win, for instance, moved 20%. It was a 10 bagger. But win compared to this one, trust me, FedEx definitely provided more a position. We have a trader in the room who made a great trade actually on win. It was almost 400% or something. Was 1.1. The 82 call went from 1.57 on her ticket to $6.50 when she showed that she was on there. Caterpillar was also a 10 bagger, and Qualcomm was a 10 bagger. We share those inside of the new room that we created, right? We share them, and this happened on Tuesday, folks. So recently, the market, at least our alerts, they used to be that we're quiet on Monday, Tuesday, and then we pick up Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. That was the case 2 weeks ago, for instance, where Thursday and Friday was really, that was fantastic for us. Last week, we moved early, Monday and Tuesday, and then the rest of the week was a little bit quieter. The rest of the week, IQ and MU, there were two that moved a little bit later. Wells Fargo was a good trade last week, folks. Yeah, I think we talked about this in pre-markets on Wednesday, where some of us we missed selling at the highest post potential on Tuesday, but then we got another opportunity on Wednesday after it gapped up the game. Yeah, so it was a good trade. So these are the five trade or so that you could have gotten last week out of this, because they were moving. Some of the rest of them were not moving. Yeah, like JD here, these here, IDSK, Twilo, they were not moving. They were not that convincing to give you a substantial entry by monitoring that option watch list. That's what I'm talking about, folks. That, hey, it's not because the list has 19 that you're going to trade all 19 of them. Hopefully that helps a little bit. For newcomers, definitely please schedule your one-on-one. And this is the type of thing that I will definitely bring to your attention in our one-on-one free one-on-one coaching session that you're entitled to. Any further question? Oh man, we are growing. Right? 25 concurrent viewers, 49 people in playback. I don't know if these statistics are accurate, but that's definitely not bad at all. All right, so let's see then if we can go to the last item on the agenda here for this pre-market analysis on successful trading for Monday, August the 17th. For that, I need to switch my screen such that we can delve into Power E-Trade to see what the markets are doing. Is that something that we can do here? Power E-Trade. Let's see. I do not want to be caught by the police. No, no. What's the police here is that we have Mr. B, our esteemed lawyer, is keeping track of how many times I mess up sharing a different screen than the one that I'm speaking on. So Power E-Trade, shall we? So Power E-Trade, we go inside markets. If you are a newcomer and wondering which system, which broker is best for option traders, whatever you have right now could work as long as it is not Robinhood. Did I take a shot at Robinhood traders again? This one is Power E-Trade. I'm not affiliated with them, so please, if you sign up with them, I'm not making money off of you. So if I tell you to use them, don't construe that into something else. It's just that that's the platform I've been using. I was using it before it was actually called Power E-Trade because it was from a legacy platform called Option House that I've been using since, 2016 or even before. I've tried others. Trust me, I've tried others, but I like this. And you can catch a review that I wrote recently showing you all of the features that it has. Okay, so inside of here, SPY is up to start the week, but this 37.87, we have been stuck at there for almost 4 days. All of last week, it was pretty much just oscillating 1-2 points, especially between Wednesday and Friday, right? Other QQQ 273, okay, up as usual, not as usual. Either QQQ is up the most or is the lagger. That's what we have seen every day here. You can build a strategy on that. You see? So you can build a strategy on just that knowledge. So we give you free strategy here at Successful Tradings. Jeez. So let's go now inside and take a look at maybe the broader markets. Okay, so we can filter on here. So I hope that in your pre-market, some of you are on the East Coast, or you are in Europe, or you are wherever where you have some time between the beginning of your day and the US pre-market. I invite you to study pre-market, specifically the watch list that you have, right? Which stocks are showing some type of movement? Do they have volumes? Because that's going to translate into the session. It will not be a surprise to you when you see one of your alerts making a certain move in the first 15 minutes. You need to familiarize yourself with that because in pre-market, they have to show you some sign. This is something that I think I will go in further detail about it. Not I think. I'm putting together the agenda for a boot camp. Yeah. I think that the date is set is going to be on Monday, September the 7th. It's a holiday. The market will be closed that day. So we're going to use the regular hour, starting hour of the markets, which is 9:30 Eastern time, because most of the traders, they refer to that. So 9:30 Eastern time, that's 6:30 Pacific. So this guy will be up. So that means that in Europe, it will be 2:30 in London, and it will be 3:30 in the other side of Europe, because I think London uses Greenwich Mean Time, and which means that for us it's going to be 9:30 p.m. in the lovely city of Singapore. So SGT time. I will communicate on that more than thing. So then if that date is suitable for most, I will just survey people who have expressed interest so far, the length, the duration of the bootcamp. I don't want it to be too long, but I want it to be long enough where actually we really can scrutinize some of the important things either we have seen, but we want to go deeper and to help those who sign up determine the worth of the bootcamp. So I have some idea about the duration so far, speaking with some of you, but definitely I will be finalizing that, and obviously I need to be working about that content, yeah? Because you don't gonna be inviting people at Bootcamp Telex talking about just some your usual funny stuff, yeah? No. We have so that will not be good. That will not be good. So yes. So let's see on here then. So we were talking about pre-market. Yeah. So pre-market you can sort by volume, right? But I will be going into further detail into this type of thing. For me, typically here when I come into pre-market, We are looking if we see things that are advancing or that which that are retreating. So, and here the way that my watch list is set here, this investment watch list is whatever. It has pretty much all the sectors, right? So here you can see from the get-go in your pre-market, oh, the banks are not feeling that well because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 banks here. Look at all of them, and the index is here. They're the only thing in red. You see, that information by itself should already set your mind into, okay, do I have trades in banks or as part of my alerts or even outside of your alerts? Because again, you can make money outside the alert. We are not saying that we cannot forbid somebody from taking other trades, but for at the end of the day, we can only speak, at least this guy can only speak about the alerts most of the time, meaning my level of knowledge or the ability to contribute something useful to you will be very limited if you bring me Tesla. Let me just pick randomly, right? I'm going to tell you, I don't know. So this is what's the pre-market look like with some gaps in the. It's Monday, folks. So the only thing that I'm gonna close with this, I noticed that the market, the options, some of the options, not some, were very cheap. I actually did the math. So and yeah, I can tell you that this week the average option price at the ask price, puts or call that we have, the average is exactly, actually for both is the same. That the average for the puts and the average for the calls, because if you notice the way that we set up our system for, I'm talking about my subscribers on here, there's a symmetry in price, right? It's exactly 46 cents. I'm going to make it a point to track it going forward, yeah, because it's good to me. I sent a teaser yesterday, which got me a little bit into a brouhaha again. I own a Discord channel, but I cannot say or do what I want. Can you believe this, people? Somebody help me. What's the purpose? so, so in any case, yes, I will do, please. Just be mindful. If you come at successful trading, you are not going to be able to dictate which that I do. For the most part, as long as it's not harmful to you, my friend, I will. If I want to do A, I will do A. Trust me. That's just so that they know. If you have something else in the agenda, that will be up to you. But I guarantee you, it will not fly with me. All right, folks. Well, let's see. 25 viewers, 5 likes. I think I'm breaking out. Successful trading is breaking out of the range. 26 viewers. I appreciate your time. I think we have maybe 1 minute before we let you go, because some of you need time. Even I need time myself. I need time to go decide, because I didn't give it more thought, what I'm gonna do with that gapper that we have in our subscription alerts. I need to come up with a solid gangster strategy for that. All right, folks. 1 minute. I know there's a delay. 1 minute for one question. If there is none, I will bid you adieu. I wish you a great trading week. Please be patient. This is expiration week. You know what they're going to do. Thank you for the likes. We're up to 8 likes. Can we have 9, please? The guy is begging for likes. I mean, if we get to 10 likes, folks, I don't think we have had 10 likes in one. Actually, we haven't never had gotten 26 concurrent viewers. Yeah. So Mr. Greg is like, oh man, this guy, his son's account can no longer be used to manipulate the statistic of YouTube. All right, okay, folks. I think we have enough for today. I hope you had a we are up to 9 likes, folks. This is live. Oh, actually, let me share, because people are not seeing the screen. That's where we're seeing. So that I'm seeing, that's making me react. So let me change the window. Hey, Mr. B, that doesn't count, right? That's the control screen. 12 likes. 12 likes. We're up to 12 likes, folks. Amazing. Thank you, folks. Thank you. 13 likes. Have a great trading day. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
to successful tradings, where you will learn to trade options as a beginner.